feel like I gotta keep my, I want to keep my head to the side because I feel like I look bald. Like this. Hold on. Like that. Whatever. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2024. I'm super excited to see what is in store for me for this year. I have a few goals that I want to accomplish. A couple of things that I didn't get to do last year that I have added to my 2024 list. So I kind of just wanted to give a little freestyle or something like that. It's literally 4 in the morning. I'm not joking. It's 4:22 in the morning. So I guess I'm gonna make this a let's talk because I haven't done a let's talk in a minute. 2023 was so for my birthday last year in 2023, I had made a note before I posted my birthday pictures just to kind of write down like my caption and like what that whole journey of my 20s was like. And I kind of said that my 20s were, you know, my hardest years, my most traumatic years. I think I was down so bad in my 20s, but I think your 20s are, you know, for you to kind of figure out what it is that you want to do in life, where it is that you want to go in life. You make your mistakes, and you know, so that in your 30s you do things a little bit better. Now, I'm not saying just because you're in your 20s make mistakes, but I think that's inevitable. Like you're no human is perfect, nobody is perfect. You are going to make mistakes, even in your 30s. I guess even in your 30s you are going to make mistakes, but you'll move a little bit smarter, you'll move a little bit different. One of my biggest goals for 2023 was to rebuild my relationship with God. And I never stopped praying or anything like that, but my relationship with God wasn't the strongest, or at least like as strong as it used to be from childhood. January 2023, I feel like I was at my lowest. Like I can just remember being in my basement, and I was just really, really sad, and I was just crying, and I had called my sister, and she asked me what was going on, and I just like told her, I was like, I'm not okay. And she asked me what was wrong, and I was just like, I really feel like I am suffering from like a mild depression or something like that, and this is me self-diagnosing myself. So I told her, so if at any given part of the day you start to think about me, please call me and ask me how I'm doing, because I really need that. And that's what I said to her. And I think as I like gotten off the phone with her, I realized like, man, and I think this is like January 3rd of 2023. As I got off the phone with her, I was just like, you know what? Let me open up this Bible app and let me add some devotional plans, and like, let me just go ahead and do this. And so I added some plans to my Bible apps, and as I'm like praying, I literally bared myself totally up. Like I've never prayed like this ever in my life. Like I've never prayed like this ever in my life. Everything that I had been dealing with and going through or thinking of, like, you know, I gave it all to God, and I just apologized to God for being so distant. You know, I talked about some other things and a lot of things that I was dealing with from childhood up until adulthood that I was still kind of carrying with me. That I've spoken about on my channel, of course, like the bullying and everything like that, and kind of forgiving these people that I didn't realize I was still holding on to, like, you know, holding something against, you know, the people that hurt me, you know. Man, I literally gave everything to God. I gave it all to God. And when I say that I felt 1,000 pounds lighter, like I just feel like spiritually I was just carrying so much that I didn't even realize, you know, until I like bared myself completely. And I'm telling you, like right after that, God really, really, really showed himself to me. And if I ever, you know, had any doubt in my mind, you know, that God was real, if I ever, and I don't think I ever had any doubt that he was real, but if I did have any doubt in my mind that he was not real, within a week or two, like, he really, really, really proved himself completely. And I was just like, without really going into detail, I was, you know, dealing with a situation, and, you know, I just went into prayer, and I'm just like, God, okay, you know, I really, really need this. I need this. I've been working on this for a minute now, and nothing has actually showed up. And I'm like, and it's not that I was testing God or anything like that, but this is something that just came out of my mouth. I'm like, by the end of the day, I'm going to see what I have been asking for. And this is like maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. This is very, very early in the morning. As I'm praying for this thing, and I'm praying, y'all, I started to doubt the power of God, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Okay, maybe I'm kind of pushing it a little bit too much. Like, by the end of the week, I'm going to see what I have been asking for. Like, what I've been asking for is going to be given to me. And just as I like opened up my phone to, you know, lay hands on the very thing that I was asking for, and what I was asking for was there. And I bursted out into tears. And I had to apologize to God in that moment, because I'm like, wow, I almost doubted your power, and, you know, how good you are to me, and how good you have been, and the fact that you are always here, you are literally always listening. So you can't tell me that in that moment where I said to him, by the end of the day, what I'm asking for is going to be there for me. You can't tell me that he didn't make it happen in that moment, because I really believe that in that moment when I spoke those words, that is when it showed up. And so, like, from that moment on, I just stayed in my Bible. I constantly conversed with God. Like, I had these real conversations with God. And something that I kind of always fought with myself with was, you know, sometimes feeling like people are more spiritually in touch than I am. So a lot of people will be like, well, I had conversations with God, and he told me this, and he told me that, and he said this, and he said that. I'm kind of like, why don't I have that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't I hear him speaking to me? And this is just how I felt before. And in my mind, you know, I'm thinking, and maybe it is for some people, but that's just not the case for me. Maybe for some people, it is when you converse with God, you can hear a voice out loud, you know, and that's what I was expecting for myself, but it was not that for me. For me, I would literally have real questions like that I did not have the answers to. I'm asking these questions because it's just like, what is it? The answers for me, I literally felt them and heard them in my mind, and I would say it out loud. I would answer the very questions that I would ask. I would have the answers for them out loud from my voice, but I knew those answers were not coming from me. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's how we communicated. Like, it was a very intuitive feeling, like something that I just felt on the inside. And I'm like, okay, so this is how we gonna talk to each other. And the rest is history. So as my faith is getting stronger, I'm just like, you know what? Let me set some goals for myself. And I set some goals for myself, and I just started working towards it. And one of the goals that I had set for myself was YouTube. I wanted to get into my YouTube channel for real and start doing this as often as possible. And so I'm just like, well, what can I do? What do I want to do? Let me try reactions. And honestly, I did reactions so often on my channel. I'm kind of surprised that I have recorded and edited as many videos as I've done this past year. So I'm like, oh yeah. And honestly, y'all, like, when I say I hit the ground running, like, I hit the ground running when it came to my YouTube channels. I would be up this early, literally recording videos. It's 4:45 in the morning. I will never forget when I woke up at like I went to sleep, literally woke up at like 1 in the morning, and I ended up recording that Chloe Bailey video where the Chloe Bailey album reaction. This is literally in the wee hours of the morning. Wake up at like 4 or 5 o'clock, and I would record, like literally record reactions, like whenever I'm feeling it in my body, my spirit, my soul, to go ahead and do it. Like I would literally do it. And I just thank God for giving me the energy and giving me the motivation, because I literally felt it in those moments. And I would record those videos, and when I was done, immediately go to edit them, be done with them. And I was so proud of myself. Like, so I'm like, okay, well, if I, and my goal for 2023 was to hit 1,000 subscribers. And honestly, by the end of February, I had hit my goal, and I was like, period. And I just kept it going. And so I think by the time I stopped, I was at 1.22, 1.22, 1.23. I was also doing some other things, you know, and I had this one goal in particular that I was working towards, and I was like, okay, so after I'm done this, I'm gonna do this. So I was doing this, got what I needed, got the first step of what I needed, and started taking, you know, second steps to getting what I was trying to get done, and did my third step, and then life started lifing. And I'll probably explain that in a different video, but life really started to life from then, like at the end of May until the 4th of July, like I had not recorded any videos. And once I came back, because I don't know, I can't remember when exactly I uploaded these videos, but I know that I recorded them on the 4th of July. And I'm like, I've been gone for a minute because life has started, you know, life was really lifing. And, you know, I was just like, okay, so how can I be present in real time, but also keep, you know, continue on with my whole YouTube thing? Because this is, at this point, this is my full-time job. And I don't know, and maybe the spirit told me this. In retrospect, looking back, I feel like maybe the spirit told me, you can't do one and do the other. Like, I really need you here for this one thing. And as the situation kind of progressed, I'm realizing that I needed to be present in real life for a reason. So I think I recorded a few videos here and there, but for the most part, like I was just here in real life, like in my real life, just there. At that point, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna put what I have, these goals that I'm still working towards, I'm gonna put them on the back burner for now, and we're gonna take care of the situation in front of me. You know, things started, you know, looking on the up and up, and then things slowly started to change. But going back to my faith and everything like that, like my faith did not shake, it did not quiver. This was the strongest I felt spiritually. I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna let what's in front of me have any effect on like the end goal, you know, of what we're working towards. And my prayer is at an all-time high. My faith is at an all-time high. My relationship with God is at an all-time high. We still conversing. It's just, I'm like, all right, God, like I'm giving it all to you. Like, you know, the situation is out of my hands. This is beyond me. Like, I can't do anything, you know. So I'm gonna be still, and I'm gonna let you work, you know, and I'm gonna do my part, which is be who you sent me here to be to the person who needs to hear it the most. And I did that, and I just stayed, I stayed prayed up in my word. I'm up here, like I'm so high, like I can't even see the ground. I'm so high, like in my faith, like I was not letting it shake whatsoever. And then life really lifed towards the end of 2023. And I can say, looking back, I am just so proud that in that moment, I still thank God and praise God. And I still have questions that have been answered, but I still catch myself, you know, find myself asking these questions. So although I still have these questions, I'm just like, God, you are still good. I still love you. I still trust you. This is not about me. This is beyond me. So I'm gonna keep letting you lead me. But at this point, like, I don't even know where I'm going. Like, I don't know your plans for me and my family. At this point, I really don't know what your plans for us are, but I'm still putting all my trust in you, and I'm gonna let you order my steps, and I will follow, and that's what I did. And so here we are, January 3rd, 2024. I'm still thanking God. I'm still praising God. I'm still here. I've got goals. And there is no time limit on my goals. I got 12 months to do what I wanted to, to do what I have set for myself. And the things that I don't get done this year will be added to my list of goals next year. Like, I used to think New Year's resolutions, because of what everybody else was saying, I felt like New Year's resolutions were very corny. But in real life, it gives you something to do during the year. Like, if you're just winging it and everything like that, it's just like, I mean, if you can do that, do that. But to have some goals and something to look forward to and things to accomplish, I don't see the harm in having, or I don't see anything corny or bad about having a New Year's resolution or having New Year's resolutions. So another goal of mine this year is to be more consistent, work through the kinks of life, still being consistent on my channel, and getting these goals that I've set for myself, like knocking them down one by one. So they are going to be done, and they will be done, and I'm gonna knock these out, and I'm gonna just keep the ball rolling. So I don't know, I just can't wait to see what this year has in store for me, because I'm on a whole nother level. So with that being said, goodbye 2023, hello 2024. This is a year that I'm absolutely looking forward to. I hope that this year is amazing for you, is prosperous for you. As we are moving into this new season of life, this new year, I just pray that this is your winning season. I say this to everybody, man, this is your winning season. Life is literally what you make it. Like, if you have willpower, determination, motivation, anything that you're looking forward to, just keep going. Stay rooted in your word and stay rooted in your relationship with God, because when hard times hit, I mean, that is your cushion to fall back on. And it's just like, man, I've been hit so hard, but I was able to get back up because I had somebody there to catch me, to keep me from falling. Like, God has just been so good, and I just cannot wait to see what is in store for me this year. So I will be seeing you guys soon, very often, and yeah, if you have not already, please join the squad and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, give this video a big thumbs up, turn on the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace and Happy New Year.